First night out for the birds, and we had a slight rain. Let's see how they did. Still slight drizzle outside, and if you look in there, they're quite happy. Yeah, it's working well. This is obviously the fleece that I'm covering it with. They still got food and water. I'll be moving them. Oh, sorry for the bad yawn, man. I'm tired. Christopher was up early this morning, 20 to 2. It's been a long night. I'll be moving them tomorrow. They'll stay in this patch for another 24 hours. Here we go. All happy and dry. Still have a bit of food. Still have water. Yeah, it's actually nice and warm in here. Good morning, you guys. Yeah, they all did pretty well. No fatalities. The fleeces did well. It didn't rain as much as I thought it did. A slight drizzle. All 4 of the tractors did good throughout the night. Tuesday, the 28th of June. I've just finished listening to one of my favorite YouTube individuals that has taught me a lot about sustainable gardening on a smaller scale, smaller vegetable production and so forth. Especially with regards to let me just clean this lens. Hold on. All right, especially with getting carrots to grow. That sounds interesting. But that's where she caught my attention the first time, about 2 years ago, if it's not longer. And she's put up a devotional video yesterday. I will put the links in the description below of how she sees the things happening and how she explains how she knows God is real to her. And it's the most beautiful way. I've always had this way of trying to explain to people. It's really hard for me to tell you how real God is, because it's like eating an apple, and I can't, and you've never had an apple before, so how do I explain to you what my apple tastes like? And she was referring to it as leaves on a tree, and it was such a good way of explaining it. But I think what I mostly love about what Jessica was saying is the reason why like-minded people do what we do. Like-minded like her. I would just be blessed if I was as profoundly successful as she was with this. But she has been doing it for, I think, 8 years now, or 10 years. And I'm in my 3rd year, so just go check out this video. I'm gonna put the links below. I just want to say, God is real. The more time I spend doing what I'm doing, and if you look at all my videos and their titles have some or other flavor around God, because he just keeps on, he just shows up all the time, the whole time. He's never absent. Like these birds, they were out last night in the rain, in the cold, and it's winter, and here they are, healthy. The little ones inside here, they're not even 3 weeks old yet. I think, yeah, they're not 3 weeks old yet. And they are, and that's where God is, you know. We as humans, we live in fear. We do. That's why we do most of the stuff. That's why we have insurances and health insurance, and it's fear. It's because we don't trust God. Anyways, go watch the video, please. I don't know, it changed a lot for me. It just verbalized what I've never been able to verbalize. Over this last couple of years that I've been doing this, I've never been able to verbalize what's going on, happening in me, happening in my mind. I felt crazy. I did. I felt really crazy. I thought to myself, you know, what are people going to think when you say things like that? I'm thankful. God's good. So, in the spirit of teaching, if there's anybody that lives in my vicinity, I live in the Lowveld, in Mpumalanga, a town called White River. I'm more than willing to teach you what I know, and it's not a lot. It's not difficult. It isn't. It's just I'll give you the permission to do what I do. You know, come and visit us, and feel free. And it is free. I'm not going to charge you anything. Just come. I like people visiting. Yeah, it's better conversation. No, it isn't. The birds are better conversation. I'm sorry. No, just come and visit. If you're in the in the area, my email address will be in the description. Just contact me on my email, and let's have some coffee, talk about God, and I'll show you what I know. All right, getting back to feeding the chicks, opening them up, giving them the benefit of all the fresh air out here. I can just as well pull this down to the ground like that, because I just need to open it here. There we go. Oh, that one got off right. How was it? Yeah? You all's big chickens now? Living in the big house outside? Hmm? Oh man, you guys are gonna grow so quickly. Yeah. Awesome. The first batch, I think I had all the birds in one tractor the first couple of days, and then I started splitting them up. And there was a lot of pressure on that first tractor with also 97 or 96 birds in it. And I must say, this is way more peaceful. Splitting them up from the start and letting them have enough water and feed. Well, not that the others didn't have, I just had to, you know, check more regularly because they were quite ferocious eating and drinking. But these guys are nice and quiet and peaceful. Everybody gets a chance to the feed, and yeah. I wish I could just show everyone how peaceful this is, how amazingly good it is just to stand here and watch these 24 chickens eat. I've been thinking about, I sent out the link to Roots and Refuge video that I just discussed now to a couple of personal friends of mine. I sent them the link, and there's one particular friend of mine that he carries a heavy hurt. But he's so close to me, so close to my heart. We've been friends for 22 years now. And as old men would always say, it feels like yesterday. That does feel like yesterday. And I met him when I was 27. I'm 49 now. So it's almost half my life I've known this chap. He was 10 years younger than me. And I know the commitment investment that he's carrying. I do understand it. And I just have no way to explain to him, dude, I understand. I understand how things we've done and lifestyles we've lived, that when you're that side, it's hard to imagine not to commit to it anymore. When you stand this side, you realize what a big lie that was. Not a lie from the person holding on to the commitment, to the investment of this commitment, or investing into this commitment. But what a lie the enemy has told us. Our war is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers and the principalities of the darkness, the father of lies. It's just a lie. Stop believing it. It's just a lie. God is real. Each and every one of us, there's not one of us that wasn't the prodigal. We are all the prodigal son. We are just in different places of that story. Some of us are marching off to the foreign land with pockets full of money, and others are stuck with the pigs, and others are coming to the realization that the servants in our Father's house is having it better off than what we are. Some of us are walking back, and Jesus can see us coming. And the Father runs out to meet us, and He doesn't want to hear nothing. He's just, for those of us who are fathers, for those of us who know what it feels like when kids leave, kids do what kids do. I imagine when my elder kids come back that I don't want to hear anything. I just want to hug them. Just want to love them. Just want to braai some meat. So my good friend, if you are watching this video, don't hold on to the commitment investment. It's a lie. It's fake. It's hollow. It's empty. Come home. Yes, my birds. That is what sunlight feels like. Fantastic. That's the first time they feel sunlight. Yesterday was cold and overcast, and before that they were growing up in a brooder. These chickens know what sunlight feels like.